We take this moment to lie down on our mat in any supported position we like. We begin to let go of our day and allow ourselves to be present in this moment. We can use this opportunity to connect with our breath, to be even more present and feel it move through our belly, our nose, our lungs, our diaphragm. You can feel the connection of breath in this moment, allowing us to stay grounded, to stay mindful. From this position, let's open our arms out like wings. Make sure that we're flat on the floor and we've removed any props that are underneath us. Taking our feet wide, a little bit wider than hip width distance apart. And with arms extended out wide, creating a T shape within our body. I want you to hug your belly in a lot. Feel the base of your ribs pull down towards the floor. Feel the shape of your low back. Feel the support within our core and the front of our body. Then on our next exhale, take our right hand, reach it up to the ceiling, lift our shoulder, reach our right hand over to our left side, maybe tap our forearm or our wrist. And then on our next inhale, slowly reach our right shoulder down to the mat, hand up to the ceiling, and then out to the side. On our next exhale, left hand comes up to the ceiling, and then lift our left shoulder, keep our belly hugged in, reach our right hand to our forearm, our wrist, or our hand, keeping our left hip down on the floor. Inhaling, slowly lifting our arm, lowering our shoulder, lowering our arm all the way down. On our next exhale, right arm lifts, right shoulder your head, reach over to the left, keeping your right hip down, belly hugged in, and then slowly lift our arm back up, shoulder down, arm out to the side. Left hand comes up, left shoulder, belly stays hugged in, reach over to the right. And take it back up, shoulder down, extending our arm out. Exhaling, right arm, right shoulder, belly stays hugged in, reach over to the left, keeping your right hip down, and then slowly lower down and out to the side. Left hand up, shoulder up, belly hugged in, reaching over to the right, keep your left hip down. Slowly reaching up, shoulder down, arm down. One more time, each side, right arm up, shoulder, and then extend over to the side, keeping your right hip down, belly hugged in. And take it back up, shoulder down, arm out, left hand up, shoulder up, and then left hand to the right, keeping your left hip down. Slowly reach up, shoulder down, arm down, and relax. Bend your knees one at a time. Draw your knees into your chest. Give them a hug. Sliding our hands around to the back of our thighs. Extend our legs up. Draw our hips away from the floor. And then rock up to seated without touching the ground. And without our feet touching the ground. And then slowly roll back down. Letting our hips lift up. And then slowly roll up without letting our feet touch the ground. And then roll down, slow and controlled, pausing at the bottom. And roll up, pausing at the top. Rolling down. And roll up. Trying not to use momentum to get up to a seated position. Let's continue to rock forward and back. And then the next time we rock up to seated, tuck your right foot, keep your left leg extended. And then rock back down, rocking up, tuck your left foot. Right leg stays extended. Roll down, roll up, right foot tuck. Roll down, roll up, left foot tuck. Roll down, roll up, right foot tuck. Roll down, roll up, left foot tuck. Roll down, up. Take your legs a little bit wider as you tuck. And come down. Same thing, other side. Legs come a little bit wider. And roll down. Right foot tucks. Left foot comes out a little bit wider. And roll down and up. So you go a little bit wider. Roll down, roll up. This time let your feet come down. Lean forward towards the front of your mat. And come back down. Left foot tuck. Right foot comes wider. And roll down. And up. Right foot tuck. Leaning forward. And roll down. Roll back up. Left foot tuck. Roll down. Roll up. Reach your hands forward. And come back down. Roll up. Left foot tucks. Hands reach forward. Roll down. Roll back up. Right foot tucks. Hands reach forward. Take it back down. Hands forward. Roll down. Roll up. Option to lift your hips. Roll down, roll back up, lift your hips if you choose, come back down, roll up, reach forward, your variation, moving at your own speed. Again, trying not to use momentum, but instead use your body in space to be able to move through this position. Using your core to get up, taking your legs wide, giving yourself plenty of room. Using your upper body weight to extend forward. Using gravity, your center of gravity, to be able to guide you through this movement. Fine, one more time each side. And then grab a seat, cross your legs, sit up tall, press your hips forward, roll your shoulders back and down. Close your eyes. Tip forward from your hips. Let your fingertips come down to the floor. Keep reaching up tall to the crown of your head. Tuck your chin. Actively pull your head back. And relax your head to neutral. Bring your shoulders back. Switch the cross of your legs. Rise up tall through your spine. Tip your hips forward. Lean forward. Fingertips come to the floor. Reach up to the crown of your head. Tuck your chin. Actively pull your head back. Return your head to neutral. You can either roll over your legs or sweep your feet over to one side. We're coming to an all fours position. Joints are stacked, fingers spread wide. Lengthening through our spine, reaching our tailbone back, crown of our head forward. And on our next inhale, open up the front of our body. Exhaling, rounding our back. Inhale, open up the front of our body. Exhale, open up the back. One more time. Inhale, open the front of our body. Exhale, open the back. Come back to a neutral spine. Curl our toes under. Lift our knees. Let them hover. Lift our hips up and back for a short downward facing dog. Come forward. Lower our knees down to hover. Gaze comes slightly forward. And then lift our knees, draw our hips up and back, short dog. Come forward and knees come down to hover. And hips up and back, short dog. Walk forward, front of our mat, and fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend our knees, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold. Left foot steps back. Lower our knee down to the mat, followed by our foot. Reach our hands up to the ceiling, opening our heart. Lowering our hands down to the mat. Curl our back toes under, lift our knee. Step back to plank. Lower all the way down. Opening our heart, cobra. Downward facing dog. Walk forward, front of our mat. And fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold. Right foot steps back, lunge. Lower our knee down, followed by our foot. Rise all the way up, hugging our bellies in, relaxing our shoulders down, breathing. Lower our hands down, lift our back knee, step back, plank. Lower all the way down. Cobra, opening our heart. Take a moment to hold here, keeping space through our low back, creating a nice symmetric circle or C through our spine rather than a hinge. So our shoulder blades firm on our back, elbows hugged in tight. Keeping our tailbone pressing down. Slide our arms out. Come onto our fingertips, elbows stay in line with shoulders. Lower down, tap the mat with your forehead or your nose. Inhale, rock back up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, rise up. Flowing with your breath. Flow one more time. Then slide your hands into the side of your chest, hug your bellies in, press up and back, downward facing dog. Walk forward, front of your mat, and fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold. Left foot steps back. Lower our knee all the way down, followed by our foot. Cartwheel our left hand up and back. Keep your right hand on your thigh. Make sure your right knee stays exactly where it is. Rotate to the left. Reach your left hand either to your hip, a block, or your heel. If you want to curl your toes under for a little more height, option to do that as well. Lengthen across our belly. Open up our heart up to the ceiling. Option, right hand can come up. Keep your front knee in line with your toes. Holding and breathing. Hug our bellies in, maybe sink our hips back towards our back heel. Cartwheel our hands down to the mat. Left hand comes down. Lift our back knee. Revolve our upper body to the right. Right hand comes down to the mat. Step back, plank. Lower all the way down. Cobra, opening our heart. Downward facing dog. Walking forward, front of our mat, and fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend our knees, rise all the way up. Hands come to heart center. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold. Right foot steps back. Lower our knee down to the mat. And keep your toes curled under if you like. Cartwheel your right hand up. Place it at the back of your hip. Left hand thigh. Keep your left knee in line with your toes. Rotate to the right. Right hand can stay at your hip or down to a block or to your heel. Lengthen across our belly. Open up our heart. Option to extend our left hand up. Left hand comes down. Hips draw back. Belly hugs in. Cartwheel our right hand down to the mat. Revolve to the left. Back knee stays down or lift it up, your choice. Lifting our back knee. Left hand down. Step back. Plank. Lower all the way down. Cobra, opening our heart. Downward facing dog. Walking forward, front of our mat. And fold. Inhale, rise up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. From here, we're going to move into a place of balance, finding tree pose. Feet are hip width distance apart. Shift your weight onto your left foot, lift your right knee. Draw it up, keeping our hips level. We're not hiking our right hip up. We're not pushing our left hip out. We're keeping everything neutral. Then draw our knee out to the side. Don't take our hips with. We're not rotating. Staying square. Place our heel at our ankle. Check in with how our hips feel. Check in with the sides of our waist. Option to find our calf or our thigh. Option to add arms up to the ceiling, maybe finding a mudra, letting our index finger and our thumb come together, extend out to the rest of our fingers. Breathing and whatever we choose. Hands come together in front of our heart. Draw our right knee forward and lower it down. Finding our weight balance, shift our weight onto our right foot, left knee bends. Check in with our balance, then lift our left knee up. Take it out to the side, don't take our hips with. Let our heel rest at our ankle. Check in with how it feels first. Take it up to our calf when we're ready. Up to our thigh if we choose. Adding arms when you're ready. Finding the mudra of balance if you choose. Allowing ourselves to be still, present, grounded. Bring our hands together in front of our heart. Bring our left knee forward. Lower it down. Inhale, sweep our hands up. Exhale, fold. Left foot steps back. Lunge. Rise all the way up. Straighten our front leg. Press our front foot into the mat. Rise up tall. Let our shoulders stay down. Hands come to our hips. Hinge forward from our hips. Slide our hands down our front leg. You can come back, the floor, whatever you choose. Adjust your feet if you feel wobbly or out of balance. Feel your pelvis continue to tip forward. We're stretching the back of our right thigh, back of our left heel, calf. We're finding stability within our back. We're breathing, remaining grounded, staying present. Walk our right hand out a little bit wider. If you feel stable in your foundation, left hand comes to your right ankle. If you feel like you can let go of the floor with your right hand, take your right hand to the outside of your leg. Kick your right elbow up towards the ceiling. Again, you're taking this only to a place that honors you. Rotate to the right. Option to extend your arm up. Right hand comes back to our hip. Slide our right hand down, unwind our twist. Right hand comes to the floor, followed by left. Bend our right knee. Shift our weight forward, lift our back foot, step forward, and fold. Right foot steps back, lunge. Make sure you have a strong foundation. Press our front foot into the mat to rise all the way up. Straighten our front leg. Stand up a little bit taller. Front of your ribs stay hugged in, shoulders soften down. Hands come to our hips. Tip our hips forward, let our upper body tag along. Hands start to slide down down your front leg to a place that honors you. Back heel softens to down towards the floor. Doesn't mean it touches. Matter of fact, it shouldn't touch. Both hands can come to the floor or blocks. Keep driving your outer left hip back. Softening into length through the back of our left thigh, the back of our right calf. Walk our left hand a little bit wider. Right hand comes to our left ankle. If you're using a block today, right hand can be on your block on your left side. From here, option, take your left hand to your leg, slide it up, kicking your elbow up towards the ceiling. Feel how your shoulder blade is firm on your back. Then from here, rotate to the left. Option, extend your arm. Smile as you wobble. Laugh if you fall. Left hand comes back to your hip. Unwind your twist. Slide your left hand down. Hand comes down to the floor, followed by your right. Shift your weight forward, lift your back foot, step forward, and fold. Bend your right knee, drive it over your toes, pull your left hip back. Straighten your right leg, come back to center. Bend your left knee, drive it over your toes, pull your right hip back. Come back to center. Option, hands can come to upper arms or elbows. Releasing our hands down to the mat. Bend our knees, lower our knees down to the mat one at a time. Cross your ankles, grab a seat. Extend your legs forward. From here, draw your arms out in front of you. Bring your palms together. Rise up tall through your spine, let your shoulders relax down. Lean back, keeping your spine long. Inhale, open your left arm out to the side. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale, open your right arm out to the side. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale, left. Exhale, center. Chest stays lifted. Inhale, right side. Exhale, center. Keep your chest lifted. Inhale, left. Exhale, center. Inhale, right. Exhale, center. From here, round your back. Slowly lower down. Arms come back behind you. Let your feet relax out. Hug the base of your ribs down, feeling length to the outer side of your arms and your shoulders. Draw your elbows out to the side, finding goalpost arms. Bend our knees one at a time. Lift our hips, take them over to the right a couple inches, lower them back down. Extend our left leg forward. Lift our right knee, and then let your foot hang, because you're going to tuck your foot behind your left knee as you lower your right knee over to the left. Keep your right shoulder down. So this is staying active through our core. Keeping our chest open. Keeping our breath moving through our belly. Noticing that your knee can go deeper as you make that connection with breath. Inhaling, expanding through your belly. Exhale, feel your belly hug in, letting go of tension through your outer right hip, the right side of your back. Don't get hung up on your knee touching the floor. Instead, just feel the movement and the flow through your body as you breathe. You may be feeling this stretch to the front of your right shoulder as well. And on our next exhale, as we keep our belly hugged in, lift our right knee. Place our right foot back onto the floor. Bend your left leg. Bring your knee or your hips back to center. Draw your knees into your chest and give them a hug. Releasing our feet down to the mat. Come back to those goalpost arms. Lift our hips. Take them over to the left a couple inches. Extend our right leg. Lift our left foot up off the mat. Knee comes about over the top of your hip. Doesn't have to be perfect, but let your foot hang. We're going to take our left knee over to the right, tuck our left foot behind our right knee. Keep our left shoulder down on the floor. Keep our belly hugged in, protecting our low back. Feel the outer left hip draw forward towards our right foot. Then connect with our breath. On our next exhale, hug our belly in, lower our left hip down to the mat, releasing our foot, bending our right knee, lift our hips, bring them back to center, draw our knees into our chest, give them a hug. From here, we're moving into Shavasana, choosing any variation that you like and any form that honors your body. Lowering our feet down, closing our eyes. Using this as an opportunity to let go. Let the floor support us. Let go of control. Let go of thought. And allow everything to be as it is. drawing our awareness back to our body. Let our breath begin to deepen. Bending our knees one at a time. Roll over to our right side. Keeping our eyes closed, press ourselves up. We find our way back to a comfortable seat. Let our hands relax in our lap. Let our chest open. Broaden across our collarbone. Find the alignment of our head, our neck, our shoulders. Place our hands together in front of our heart, feeling in all that we found in this practice of being grounded, being present, finding movement, building stability to the core of our body. Noticing how all of this feels in this practice of movement. Notice how it feels to be grounded, to be present. Place all of this as a gift in our heart to take with us throughout the rest of our day and throughout the days to come. Namaste.